Hey everyone, welcome back to Intuitive Motion. My name is Brian and I'm so grateful that you're here today. So, for today's video, I have another Learn Numbers with me, another beautiful video to add into the series. Before I get started, I would like to say that I am so grateful that you guys really enjoy these videos. Honestly, I always say in every single one of my videos that it's interesting to see what you guys really resonate with, and it really seems like numbers and numerology is right up of most of our alleys. So I'm very grateful to be able to put out informative videos, but also videos that you guys can really implement into your life and become better versions of yourselves. These numbers and the numerology in general helps me immensely, and I wouldn't be here doing this, recording this video, if it weren't for the impact of numbers in my life. So I'm so grateful that I can share this with you all, and like I always say, we can grow and thrive together. I'm also so grateful for all of the love and the support that I continue to receive, not only on my YouTube channel, but on all of my other platforms. I've never experienced so much positive energy and supportive energy and love. And I am so happy to see that. That was one of my biggest goals with starting this channel. Just to bring a community that is very inclusive and loving and just filled with positivity and light, because that is who I feel like I am. So I'm grateful that that you guys are doing that justice and making sure that you are there for me, you're there for yourself, you're there for others. It's really dope, and I'm just so grateful to have this specific platform, but all of my platforms to kind of bring us all together. So if you love what you're watching, if you resonate with anything, make sure you subscribe and join the family, or check my description always and follow one of my other accounts that you feel the most drawn to. Whatever you feel like you will benefit most from, make sure you have that in your life, because that is what will take you where you'd like to go. I'm unbelievably shocked that this channel has gotten this far, to be honest. I knew that people would obviously watch and subscribe, but I didn't even think that I was going to hit 100 subscribers. So the fact that we're right there and then it's only going to go up is insane, because I'd like to think that I'm making a positive impact, and I hope that I'm helping you guys do that for yourselves and for other people in your lives and in your communities too. So thank you so much for being here for me and sticking around, because this is really fun and really right for me, and I'm grateful that you guys are able to find those things in your life as well. So thank you for that. And I also want to say, before I begin this specific video, that I've been getting a lot of comments and requests to do specific angel numbers, and I would so love to do that, but it is very hard, because you guys know, well, maybe you don't know, when I'm channeling messages, when I'm intuitively guided to these numbers and I'm working on creating a video for you guys, it takes up a lot of time and energy. And I wish I could do and maybe one day I will be able to do as much work as I would like to, but right now I really am trying to focus on balancing my energy and making sure that I'm not overdoing it and overextending myself. And because I do post on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, I have a website, I have all these little things going on, it's kind of hard to focus in and get as much content on my YouTube channel, for example, that I would like. And it's really the same all around with all of my other platforms. So bear with me. I will try to get to as many numbers as I can, but I really just try to go with the flow. And for example, the number that we're going to go over today was a number that I was guided towards expressing and putting out on this channel. So keep that in mind too. It's great that you guys are really paying attention to the numbers that you come across, and you're really wondering what that means for you, and how you can implement the meanings of those energies like into your life. But my sources are all from the internet and like Googling and stuff like that. So just make sure that if I haven't covered a number, or if you're really wondering about a number and I can't necessarily get to it at this time, just look it up and see what you find, see what you resonate with. And if you really would like my advice or my guidance, I do offer services. And while my rates don't specifically have numerology readings on there, I have been thinking about that a lot. And if that's something you guys would like me to do, I can definitely add it. But, shoot me an email, shoot me a DM, and let me know what your situation is, or if you've seen a specific number and you really want to know about it. And we can set up a reading for that, and I can really help you go in depth about that specific number and what it might mean for you. I am so open to do that, and I'm grateful that, through just posting these videos, like that opens up opportunities to do things like numerology readings, or, personal readings that correlate with just numerology. Like, that's super awesome to me. And if that's something that you guys are interested in, please let me know. Leave that down in the comment section. Or like I said, reach out to me and we can talk and figure out what works best for you, because that is what it's about. I want you to feel comfortable and content and happy with the decisions that you're making and the direction that you're going. If I can help you navigate yourself that way in any way, shape, or form, like, I'd be very, very happy about that. And that sounds very fulfilling for me, being there for you in that way. So either way, thank you guys so much for everything. And make sure, like I said, you check my description for any business inquiries, readings, more light, more support, more love. All of that will be down below for your pleasure, for your betterment, for your upliftment, for your inspiration, for anything that you might need at this time. I love you guys so much. And again, I'm so grateful for the love and the support. And I'm going to stop rambling and get into the actual video itself. So like I said, today we have a Learn Numbers with me. The number that I came across was the number 5264. It's pretty different than what we've done in the past, because normally it's like a 2323 or a 3131. Like, there's like that double number, but this time it's all different numbers. So I'm super excited to jump into that and like I said, help you in any way that I can. So the first number, number 5, and all of my sources will also be down in the description below, because when we go over the separate numbers, before we get into the full combination, I really only pick out words or, energies that I feel like really align with this video and with this time, like the present moment. And you may not like fully be vibing with that, but there are expanded specific messages, expanded in specific words and keywords and energies, all on the websites that I get my information from, that might help you in a better way than this video. So check my description if you're feeling it, and you can go check out what other keywords resonate with these numbers. But I just wrote down like 5 to 7, so hopefully it is something that aligns with you at this time. But anyways, number 5 correlates with life lessons, which is super important right now, because I feel like we have, over the last couple years, have been pushed into solitude to kind of like learn ourselves better, trust ourselves better, understand ourselves better, love ourselves better, deeper. And that comes through like huge or even just small life lessons that you come across in your day-to-day. So I was surprised but not surprised that that came out. Life lessons and change, because change also correlates with number 5. And I personally have been going through a lot of internal and external changes, and I'm sure there are plenty of you guys also dealing with that, or have dealt with it, or will deal with it. But just know that when you see that, it's all a positive thing, and all of the changes that you'll go through, whether you personally deem them as good or bad, are for your highest good. And we're just encouraged to really embrace that and trust and be grateful for what we experience, because it is teaching us very valuable life lessons that will help us in the long run. So life lessons, change. Number 5 correlates with individuality. And that's super important, because you will never truly love yourself or understand yourself without being an individual, without being able to get still and get quiet on your own in solitude. So if you've been seeing the number 5 specifically, or if you've seen this whole number, one of the first messages that comes through is don't be afraid to be individual. Actually embrace and accept being individual for just short periods of time, or maybe a longer period of time, so that you can really get the clarity, the internal, and maybe a lot of the external clarity, like illuminated for you, so that you are aware of what it is and you understand what that is, so you can grow and expand. I didn't write this down, but number 5 also correlates with growth and expansion. And that is like what the universe is trying to provide for us right now. Tons of transformation, tons of change, tons of growth, so that we can really step out and be the best versions of ourselves that we can be, and live the life that we desire in every way, shape, or form. But with all of that does come with adaptability, which is the next word that I wrote down that correlates with number 5. Because a lot of the changes and a lot of the things that we experience are things that might make us uncomfortable or might make us feel out of place. But that's not something that's supposed to scare us or throw us off or make us feel bad about ourselves. It's so that we can see those parts of who we truly are that have been covered up by all of that external, I don't want to say external garbage, but literally that's what it is. Like fears, anxieties, insecurities, judgments from others, like, you know, what you deal with in your jobs, and with your family, like all that stress and all the heavy energy that's blocking your abundance, that's blocking your success. You've got to be flexible and you've got to be adaptable in order to be comfortable with what you're going through, even if it's something that you've never personally experienced before. It's all for your highest good. You just have to trust and believe in that. And the situations that you're in, the circumstances that you have, won't seem as troublesome. Number 5 correlates with making positive life choices and decisions. The only way that you'll be able to do that is if you're clear and grounded enough. And you can't do that if you're focusing so much on what's going on in your external world, which is what the number 5264 kind of talks about, or what it talked about a lot as I was reading about it and taking notes. Really trusting yourself and trusting your intuition, which is what we will talk about later. And trusting your inner wisdom and your gut, your heart, your body, your emotions, trusting you instead of seeking so much of the outside world and other advice from people that might have your best interests at heart, or from situations that you feel like might be good for your well-being but are actually self-sabotage and are breaking you down or stagnating you or destroying you, you know? Really, this is about awareness, so that you can make really, really healthy and balanced life decisions for you as you go through big changes. And speaking of which, we move into the number 2. And the number 2 correlates with balance and harmony. And this is something that I've been experiencing a lot in my life right now, really trying to cultivate internal and external balance, calmness, and harmony, you know? That is something that we all deserve and we all need in order to live a life that we truly dream of and desire. So the focus right now is really like, how can I find balance within so that I can cultivate balance without? Because that balance externally kind of happens naturally when you start balancing and connecting and understanding and embracing and loving all that is going on within you. And me personally, before awakening, honestly, that never even like went through my mind. It went right over my head. Like, I never understood that I really just needed to take a second in stillness, take a second in quiet, and really ask myself what is going on within me. Um, and that's really important. You know, if you aren't really fully aligned with yourself, you're not going to understand like why things are happening to you, why you're feeling a certain way, how you can fix that, how you can even like find a way to move forward. There's just really no deductions, no logic, no resolution to your problem. So this is a big indication that maybe you need to take more time in solitude, even if that's something like we said earlier, or I said earlier, that makes you uncomfortable. Like, there is so much beauty, there is so much magic in being able to be on your own and be with yourself and love that and appreciate that. So, um, if you're trying to cultivate more balance in your life, more harmony in yourself and in your relationships, go within. Take a step back. Take 10 steps back. Take a few deep breaths. Ask your guides. Ask God. Ask yourself, what do I need right now? How can I cultivate better balance? How can I make my situation better? Why am I feeling this way? You know, ask yourself questions that you feel like you might need. If you don't feel like you can like figure that out just standing there and like being in silence, get your journal out and write in your journal. Read. Do something that like will stimulate your brain and get your mind working, and then get quiet and then see what happens from there. Number two, correlates with the energy of partnership. And we'll talk about that a little later when we get into the full number. But, you know, if you really are stuck on your own, don't be afraid to reach out and ask for advice. Especially if you're like in a relationship and you have a significant other, someone that you see on a regular basis and is there for you like that and knows you that deeply. Ask them for advice. See what they think. Ask them if they've been in a similar situation that you're in, and like what they did to kind of rationalize and get themselves out of it or just moving forward. Ask your significant other. Ask a family member, a sibling, a parent, a grandparent, an aunt, an uncle. Ask a friend, you know. Do not be afraid to ask for someone else's opinion or advice or criticism, you know. We have to be able to know ourselves well enough to know what, if someone's advice is something that we resonate with or align with. But if you don't have that problem, like, don't listen to what I'm saying. It's just if you know, you aren't aware of yourself enough to where you can go and ask someone for advice and like then be able to make a decision from there. Just let what someone says to you, like, let that seep in, like, reflect over it for an hour, a day or two, and like, or just move forward in general and see what that clarity or what that advice or what that energy just being in that moment does for you once you've opened yourself up to letting in something new, like clarity or new energy. I'm sorry. I hope that makes sense. Number two correlates with intuition. And that's what I was saying earlier about like being aware of yourself or knowing yourself. I mean, if you're connected with your intuition, then you can so easily go ask someone for advice, because in the end, you'll know that like if something's not working for you, if something doesn't sound right to you, you won't do anything with it. Whereas, like, you know, some people might go and ask for advice, and that person is giving them advice with their best interest at heart, but it's something that is completely off from, you know, the person's character. But, I mean, you don't know that. So then you're stuck, like, confused. Like, what do I do with this? Like, that didn't help me. Like, I don't, you know, you don't know how to appreciate it in the sense of, hey, like, even if this person didn't know exactly how to help me, they still were able to help me in some way, and I can take even that supportive energy back with myself and use that for myself to support myself enough to bring that the clarity out. You know, it's all about doing what you feel like is best for you in order to connect with yourself, you know? Like, and only you will know what that means and like how to do that exactly. It's so hard because I wish I could give you guys the exact answers, but A lot of this is just self-reflection and introspection and soul searching and like really understanding like what works best for you, especially in terms of cultivating balance and harmony within. You will really only know what those answers are. So get ready to just talk a lot with your higher selves, or talk a lot with your spirit guides, to be able to ask your spirit guides to help you connect with your higher self. Because once you have that oneness, that connection, like, I don't know, I feel like you'll never go wrong. You'll never feel lost. You'll never feel confused, because you'll know that working with your spirit guides and with your higher self, you'll find the answers that you need in the right time, and you won't be afraid of when that time is or isn't, whatever. 2 correlates with love and faith and trust. You have to love who you are. You have to trust who you are. You have to love the process and trust the process in order for things to get better and for you to move forward. And that's something that, my guides really wanted me to express. There's nothing without hope. There's nothing without love. There's nothing without faith. There's nothing without trust. If you don't have that energy alive, then you won't get to where you'd like to go. You probably won't get anywhere, unfortunately. So you have to believe that even if things aren't moving exactly how you'd like them to, or if you aren't receiving the insight that you, in the time that you'd like, that it will still come in. It will still come through for you at the perfect time, and everything will work out for you in the best way possible. Like, even if that sounds impossible, even if that sounds like a little bit of a pipe dream, like, you just in some way, shape, or form have to find a way to trust in yourself and trust that what you're doing is all right, and that you'll get better and do better once you know better, So let me take a quick squidge of water. But you guys can do this for real. You just have to have a little bit of trust. And it starts with you. You've got to trust yourself. And then after that, then you're opening up space to trust the universe. You're opening up space to trust others. And then, like I said, you won't be worrying about if you'll be confused or you'll know what to do next. Like, you'll just do it and everything will end up working out how they're supposed to. But you know that it's for your highest good. Now we move into the number 6. The number 6 correlates with unconditional love of self, unconditional love of your circumstances, unconditional love of all around you. Selflessness, being able to be there for yourself, and then after you've given yourself what you needed, being able to branch out and be there for others. This number is so interesting because it's telling us a lot about connecting with ourselves and getting clear with who we are and what we need and want and desire and going after it, but at the same time also being able to be there for others and help others find that too and help them benefit from those energies. So and that's where balance and harmony comes in with the number 2, because you won't be able to help others if you're not helping yourself. And you can only help yourself to a certain extent, and then you have to push the envelope and start doing a little more to feel more fulfilled. And that will inadvertently be service to others in some way, shape, or form, whether you do something very outward, like something like I'm doing right now, like intentionally trying to help someone, or you're just being yourself and you're just really enjoying where you're at and what you're doing, and other people are inspired by that. That's like where we're trying to go, but the root of it all is like getting like in full connection with yourself and loving yourself and your circumstances more and more and more and more and more. Number 6 correlates with adjustment and stability. We are going through a lot of changes and transitions right now that does require adjustments, that does require flexibility. We talked about adaptability before. It really requires you to, like, even if it's something that's completely different from anything you've ever experienced before, being able to say, hey, this is this is opening doors to so many new experiences and opportunities and abundance for me. So let's see where this goes, instead of saying, hey, this is scary. I've never dealt with this before. What do I do? How do I do this? And then like making your mind and your energy go nuts. Like, no, take a deep breath and say, hey, this is a new experience. This is beautiful. What am I going to learn? What am I going to see? What am I going to do? It's about getting excited and getting like fulfilled and or filled with joy about what is to come, no matter what that is, you know? 6 aligns with stability and growth and materials, just and justice. So I say all of those together because like once you have that stability or you feel like you have that stability, then that's where the growth comes in. And when you start upgrading and like, you know, climbing the stairs and getting better and better and better, your material needs just naturally are met and more of them become fulfilled as you are fulfilling yourself within, and the universe giving you just circumstances and justice where it is due. And that's one huge thing that ties into faith and trust. You really do need to trust the support and the love and the energies and the guidance like this video from the universe, and trust that it is what you need right now. It is what you're going to need long term so that you can get better, so that you can climb those stairs, so that you can be on top, victorious, successful, you know, happy, content, all of those things. You can give that to yourself, but it takes it to a whole nother level when you let the universe in to help you as well. It's a beautiful, beautiful partnership. I said that, I think, right before I started filming this video, because, you know, I work so extensively with my spirit guides and with the universe to make these videos and make my content happen. It is a beautiful collaboration, a beautiful co-creation. And when you decide to let that in, everything really does change for you. And that's what this is about. Kind of like, maybe this is the impetus of like a breakthrough for you, or something magical, or like informative, or huge in terms of personal change for you. But that next step, once you've accepted yourself and accepted that you want to move forward personally, like letting the universe help you do that. And then we'll move into the last number, which is number 4. And the first word that I wrote was trust. And it was intriguing because when I was writing this, I was like, you know, I'm seeing trust in all these other numbers, but I'm writing it just now. But look at where we are in the video, and I talked about faith. And, oh, I did say faith and trust with number 2, but like we talked so much like about like just trusting yourself and trusting the universe. There is that word coming in twice, by the way. So if you really have been lacking trust, or like you're trying to just deepen your trust of yourself and of your circumstances, like that's where that partnership and that selflessness comes out. Like you can branch out and ask for help with that. Even if you're just in your room and you're standing there like talking to the universe and you're, you know, you need help, like ask for help. Don't feel like it's weird or dumb to like be by yourself and to say, ask for help out loud, or to ask for something that you need out loud. The universe will always come through for you. And if you decide that you want to make it silly and like, sorry, I'm about to burp. It didn't happen. But if you decided you wanted to make it silly and like ask for help, but like not genuinely mean it, the universe will not come for you. Like you need to be serious, and like you need to take it seriously, especially if this is something that you really do desire. The universe can feel that want. The universe can feel that desire. But like if they know that you don't believe that you actually deserve it, they're not gonna give it to you, because when you have it, you're not even gonna believe that like it's something that you should have in the first place, even if that's just energy. So it's very, very important that you trust in yourself enough to be able to ask the universe for something, and then extending that trust by, you know, believing that the universe will provide for you and take care of your wants, needs, and desires, because you have so much faith in yourself, so much faith and trust within. 4 correlates with mastery and self-control and service and determination. And all of those I feel like go together, because with that self-control and the determination, that will bring you closer and closer and closer to mastery of whatever it is that you'd like to master. Including if that's just an overall sense and you'd like to master every aspect of your life. You've got to be able to know yourself enough to like control your emotions, control your habits, your thoughts, your energy, and then have that determination to keep treading forward even if things get difficult. And then being of service to yourself to be able to keep yourself motivated and keep yourself going, and then being of service to others to help them along their path as well, because you have to know that if you're struggling, someone else is probably struggling in the same sense or in whatever sense as well. 4 has to do with passion and drive. Having, like I said, the determination, the passion to continue forward, especially if it's something that you truly do align and resonate with. You know, for me, that would be like what I'm doing right now, filming my energy readings, my numerology videos, or writing and performing music, or dancing, or acting, or reading, or writing, or thinking of some way, in some sense. Like, that's what I'm passionate and what I'm determined to make I'm sorry, like I'm blanking on what I'm trying to say, but I'm determined to make that, you know, my career, my life path. That is my purpose. That is what I need to be doing. So I'm trying to cultivate balance in my life so that I don't feel like the things in my outside world are blocking my dreams and my passions and the things that I love that make me so happy and so high vibe. Find those things for yourself. You know, it may be hard, especially if you're in this moment of I have no idea where to start. Ask your guides, or literally just keep asking yourself until that clarity comes in. What do I need? How can I move forward? How can I get myself out of this cycle that I'm in, or this situation that I'm in, or this moment that I'm in, so that I can truly prosper and soar, and I can truly have what I dream of. The universe feels that passion in all regards and will give you what you feel like you deserve. So just make sure you're being true to yourself and that you are listening to yourself. And if you have those desires within, you are expressing those desires literally, or you're speaking your passion for those desires so that the universe can help you bring that into your physical world, and you can manifest that. That's about it. 4 correlates with inner wisdom and stability. I think I wrote stability with number 6. So here's another word coming out double, and I didn't even, realize it. In order to cultivate that, you've just got to trust yourself. You just have to trust your inner wisdom, your intuition, the guidance of your higher self in the world. Energy doesn't lie. Your inner wisdom, your intuition does not lie. So trust in it and have faith that when you take that and that advice, that clarity, and you implement it into your life, it will bring in what it is that you have been so desperately asking for in the perfect time. Not just the right time, the perfect time for you. And then you will be so happy and so grateful and so thankful. And then you'll start wanting more and more and more. And it's not about having more, but once you do manifest something that you've always dreamed of, that really gives you the boost, the confidence, the strength to manifest everything else, no matter how long that might take for you. As long as it's within your lifetime, So now let's move into the messages of the full number itself. The angel number 5264 relates to the field of money and work. And it makes total sense because the whole month of May was tied around abundance and financial freedom and financial success, and just success and prosperity in general within our careers and within our work life. But this number says to be careful not to let this work, whatever that may be, consume your life. because happiness requires balance. And money is not everything. That's something that I constantly have to tell myself as well. I grew up not having a lot. And now I'm like in this place of full abundance where I'm trying to bring in everything that I feel like I deserve, which is financial freedom, which is, that money and that unlimited abundance. But that is not the end all be all, and that should never be the center of your attention, because what really is important is that love and that light and that abundance that you have within, and that connection that you have with yourself. You can't unlock that unlimited abundance if you personally within don't feel abundant. And that's abundant emotionally, abundant physically, abundant spiritually, abundant materially. It's all of it together. It's not just about the money. Angel number 5264 tells us that even the best of our qualities should be revealed in moderation. Do not seek freedom at the cost of your well-being. Making an honest living aligns with the frequency of joy. And that is like so important for us to make sure that we are living honestly and making a living honestly. Do not sell yourself short, and do not do whatever it takes to make a quick buck. Even if you are in a financial situation, or you're in a financial pinch, or you need that money, manifest it and tell yourself that you're abundant enough to attract that money in naturally, and don't force anything. Don't try to make that happen. I don't even want to say, I was about to say by like investing in Bitcoin, or selling, I said sell yourself short by like doing something that doesn't align with your character just because it accrues a large amount of revenue. Do something that will be fulfilling for you and that will bring joy. Because like I just said, making an honest living aligns with the frequency of joy. So know that if you are doing something that aligns with you, that is honest to you, you will be happy. You will be fulfilled, and all of your material wants, needs, and desires will be met and taken care of. Because that's where that partnership with the universe comes in. When you're helping yourself, the universe comes in to help you even more, so that you can not only help yourself, but you can help the world. This is a sign that you will again have important decisions to make. Angel number 5264 tells us that this is a sign that you will again, I don't know if you've already made important decisions. I personally have had to make important life decisions over this time. So this is huge. But if you haven't done that, this is a sign that you will be doing that soon. So gear up, prepare yourself, so that you can ensure that your decision to whatever comes up for you is one that aligns with the betterment of your mind, body, and spirit. Because like I said, it's about going within, and it's about making sure you are content and peaceful and connected and in love with you within, so that you can start, manifesting that same beauty, that same magic without. Trust in what you know. Trust your intuition. Trust your heart. Trust your inner wisdom. The goal is to stay at peace, even if the alternative path seems less problematic. And I put less problematic in quotes because that's like, I'm paraphrasing a lot, and that was specifically from I didn't mean to put that specifically from, but it was specifically from the website that I got my information from. So I'll say that one more time. The goal is to stay at peace within and without, if you can, even if the alternative path, so like that crossroads, the other decision that you could make, seems less problematic. Do what you know is right for you. Like I said earlier, even if that's taking a path that's completely new to you, it's aligned with you and it's right to you. If it feels right to you, that is like even more of a reason why you should take that leap of faith and take that path, rather than going down a path of familiar. There is safe and security in the familiar, but is that giving you what you want, need, and desire? That is what's so important. Is that cultivating and internal peace and self-peace? Is that manifesting what you would like within first? Angel number 5264 tells us to make sure that the give and take in your relationships, or I guess in our relationships, because I'm included in this as well, is balanced. Make sure the give and take in your relationships is balanced. All of our energy, all of us, our aura, our essence, is too pure to be given to just anyone. So make sure that your partnerships, if that's outside of the universe, is very specific, and you are only, interacting with and aligning with and asking advice from people that you know will help you and love you and support you and will give you what it is that you need, that strength, that inspiration to continue forward and make a decision that they know and that you will eventually know is fully aligned with you within. Favorable changes in your life are about to come. So this is another sign from the universe. If you've seen any of these numbers, 5264, 524, 526, 564, 5264, if you've seen any of these numbers, it's a good sign that favorable changes are about to come into your life, whether that be correlating with number 5, teaching you life lessons or helping you cultivate major change, or if it correlates with 2, to bring in more internal and external balance and harmony and partnership, that was followed up by your strong intuition. Either way, it's something that you will love and it's something auspicious. So get excited. Because no matter what they are and no matter how they look, it's something that you will benefit from. And that's very, very important. And I would personally like to say that I'm super grateful for that from the universe right now, because that is amazing that, because we're working so hard and we're doing so much for ourselves, like I said, the universe is coming in clutch for us and giving us more of what we want, need, and desire in order to succeed. This number tells us not to be afraid to ask for help from those we trust. That's just a repeating message. You don't have to keep everything to yourself anymore. Me personally, I've been in hermit mode. I've been keeping a lot of things to myself because I really have been trying to make sure I'm proud of myself first before I'm trying to see if others are proud of me, or whatever my reasons would be. Whatever my reasons would be for telling others what's going on in my life, the people that I love and trust. This is a good time for you to start expressing yourself a little more and letting people in a little more. And I'm letting that seep in right now as well, because I'm still, to this day, I still haven't been fully honest about what is going on in the totality of my life, with my relationships, with my career, with everything. I've been giving people little hints and sprinkles of something, but it hasn't been hey, this is all of what I'm doing. Super pumped, super excited, super grateful for that. Just because I know that how some of my loved ones think, and I just want to make sure I'm comfortable and content with what I've got going on before I, start letting other people in and they start putting in their 2 cents and their energies, because, I know myself and I know what I'm worth and I know what I deserve, and I'm getting all of that right now. So I don't need all of that outside influence. And you might be in a place to where you still don't need that right now. Listen to yourself and listen to what your intuition tells you. But I don't know, I feel like this is a huge leap forward for us, being able to express more of what we've got going on in our personal lives. And I think that is even more of a sign that more really cool changes are about to go down for a lot of us, seeing as we are now being pushed to come out of solitude, being pushed to come out of hermit mode, and just tell everybody what's going on, tell everyone about our successes, so that we can not only celebrate ourselves anymore, but now other people will start celebrating us too, This number tells us to believe in miracles. Funny that I literally just said things are about to start coming in. Believe in miracles. Anything can instantly happen for you if you truly believe in it. I need to hear this again, so I'm going to say it one more time. Believe in miracles. anything can instantly happen for you if you believe, or if you truly believe in it. And that's very, very honest. Like, honest, I feel it. I feel it through me. It's happened to so many people. Like, if you want to think about it like in a music sense, like how artists like literally break out and like have a come up like out of nowhere. They might have been making music for years and years and years. And now all of a sudden they're just like huge and popping. That's an instant miracle. And that's because they believe that they will have that success whenever it's right for them, you know? And because they were open to letting that in and they continue trusting in themselves and being confident in moving forward, like, it may not have been something that they were expecting. That's why you hear a lot of artists talk about them not like really feeling ready to like break out like that, but it's all just happening. It's because the universe came through for them because they were coming through for themselves. And seeing that, and like honestly with some of the experiences that I've recently had, I have to believe in miracles, and so do you, because things really can just change in a blink of an eye, on a flip of a dime, just like that. If you believe that they will, they will. Don't lose faith if things don't happen exactly the way that you planned it, because 99.99999% of the time, things are not going to happen in the way that you planned it. It's going to be in the way that the universe has planned it since the day that you were born. That's your destiny. That's your purpose. Don't take that lightly, you know? Don't lose faith if things don't happen exactly the way that you planned. This just means that the universe has so much in store for you on their time. Dude, it's so, so cool. And it's so beautiful that, you know, we can get this energy, get this boost, get this lift to continue down whatever path we've been treading. Because good things are coming our way, you know? It's really awesome to hear. And again, I'm so grateful for the universe that we are about to experience a real upgrade and a real push in the right direction. That's something that I personally haven't fully gotten to experience in a lot of ways. You know, experiencing a lot of wins but losses happening at the same time. So I don't really get the chance to experience like the full essence of a win. I think that a lot of us probably have been feeling that way. So this number coming through, these messages coming through is like the world, the universe telling us, hey, no more of that shit. Now it's time for you to experience the essence of pure success and of pure victory and pure love and abundance and joy and freedom and adventure. You know, it's so many things that are coming your way, and you just need to have faith and trust in that, and it will all work out for your highest good. And this is something that I have to tell myself over and over and over again, because, you know, without that faith and without that trust, like I said earlier, there would be nothing. There would be nothing to look forward to. And that's just not right. That's just not fair. And it is about getting what we deserve. Going back to the numbers, that number 6, just and justice. It is about getting what we deserve this time and having the circumstances work out in our favor. And let me tell you, if you watch this video, especially if you've made it all the way to this point, luck is on your side. Fortune is on your side. You know, this is your birthright. This is your destiny. And I really hope this video helped you guys find your way, you know, even if that was just a little bit, even if that was in the beginning and you found the clarity you needed in the first 30 seconds to a minute and you clicked off to have a little celebration. That is everything that, you know, I needed and more. Because when you guys succeed, I succeed. And the universe is thriving off of, you know, our prosperity and our physical success. So I really hope this video helped you guys out today. I know it was a long one. I was not expecting a long video like this, but this time is all about expecting the unexpected and being grateful for it. And I truly am grateful for this almost 50-minute video of just pure love and support and inspiration to keep going, because the universe is like, I'm coming in for y'all, you know, because you've been like doing that service for you. You've been like lifting yourself up. You've been staying strong. You've been doing your affirmations. You've been meditating. You've been sleeping more. You've been eating right. You've been, taking the time to really like understand why you're going through what you're going through right now and what you might go through moving forward. And that is something to be proud of, and that is something to definitely be rewarded for. So I am really hoping that if anything in this video resonated for you, that you're now moving closer to your dreams and you're one step closer to letting in all of what you deserve. And like I said, please reach out to me if you need anything in general. But if you are intrigued by a number that you've come across or that you've seen in your life and you keep seeing it and you don't really resonate with what you're seeing online, go in my description, book a reading with me. Go in my description, follow me on my social media, or just check my pages out. Go to my website, read one of my blogs. You never know if you'll find what you're looking for. And if you go to what you're drawn towards, chances are you will find what you're looking for. Trust in yourself, okay? I love you guys so, so much. And I will see you again in another video very, very soon. I love you. And I'm wishing you all the best. Happy healing.